Right. Let me know when you're arriving to the fortress. For Superstar Sunday, we have a special guest. We have a special guest for Superstar Sunday. Let me know when you're arriving to the fortress. Stay out. Why is it Danny Joe? What's your me gaga? Y'all make sure y'all share my live. Make sure y'all double tap like me. We are here. Thank you. Gracias, Miss Houston official. Right, Danny Joe. Right, exactly. Thank you for joining Into the Fortress with the Totals Undisputed. So, y'all, we have a special guest. Y'all know I believe in, y'all get kind of pushy. One thing about a total, we cannot be looked over. So y'all kept asking me a question, and I didn't want y'all to think that I was neglecting y'all. I was just trying to orchestrate and put things in order, okay? So y'all gotta keep your hands out when I'm cooking the pot, okay? I will do that, Redfield. I am doing that. I am in the process of gathering my merch or whatever. So before the end of the year, quote me on it, make me stand on it. So y'all kept asking and y'all were inquiring and y'all were curious and y'all were impressed and y'all was intrigued and y'all was interested. So I said, let me do what needs to be done. So I didn't want y'all to think that I was ignoring y'all. I was just orchestrating, getting everything like I just said. So I'm going to welcome our special guest, and I want y'all to show so much love and admiration because baby Miss Singh, baby, she done did a big one, and she's officially a toter, and she's a big heavy toter. Let me get this special guest in here. Share the live, show us some love, positive vibes only, honey, toters only. Any peasants, get totes on. Let me see. I'm just as excited as you. Let me see. And there we have it. The Grand Negotiator, Miss Amari is in the
Hi,
fortress.
hi.
Amari, can you hear me well?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
Amari, it's just so great to lay eyes on you like this, girl. When I tell you have showed up out, girl, you show out. Okay, first of all, I want to introduce. This is Amari. Okay, Amari, introduce yourself to the fortress and just tell us a little bit.
Hi, I'm Amari. You can catch me on the current season of American Idol. I sing and I do a little makeup and stuff. Although I'm pretty barefaced right now. Um, that's about it. I mean, I'm just happy to be here.
Okay, so Amari really captivated. I think the nation. I think the world of all different genders and calibers could relate. Okay, because a lot of my totals are females, so they when even them grasping and being able to enjoy you and feel you, it really impressed me, because at the end of the day we are human beings, okay, before anything, and for you to be so courageous and for you to open up so many enlightening emotions that a human being should have. So I want to ask you this, Amari. When did you first realize that you had that gift? Baby, this right. See, baby, I can spit a bar, but baby, I can't sing a lick. But baby, I can spit a bar now. So when did you first realize you were blessed with that beautiful voice, that beautiful gift?
I started realizing that I was a singer probably, I was like 11 years old. I was actually homeless at the time. And I was just, I don't know, I was singing, walking down the street, and this guy stopped me and he was like, you can make money. And my mom has a brain disease. So like I lived my life trying to take care of her and do everything that I could to like support her. And that's where
Right.
music came about. So once I had the capability to support in any way, shape, or form, music just became that thing for me, and I started using it to cope. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, another question. What moved you to compete for American Idol? Girl, that is a big step. Girl, tell us how it first. What? Te, I take us back, girl. Grow us into this whole moment of when you said, "I think, baby, that's the big wigs, American Idol."
So basically what happened was my mom and I obviously transitioned or started transitioning. I've been on
Okay.
hormones for about a year. And my mom is a very religious person, and she was just like, it's not for me. Like, I can't do that. And I'm really big on agree to disagree and whatever, but she literally could not see me go through the transition. Like, she was like, I can't see you anymore, like I can't do it. And dealing with that was really hard for me. And I guess I had stopped singing around the time my mom and I started really not talking.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't want to pursue music anymore for a while. And then I went and did karaoke, and the karaoke person was like, "Hey, you should do this," and sent me a link. And then I was like, "American Idol?" And they used to reach out to me back before I started the transition. And I was like, "Oh, okay, why not? Like, why not? This is my first time like living for myself, doing what I want to, trying to be happy." And I just auditioned. I didn't expect it to pop off the way that it did, but
Really?
yeah.
So, in your audition tape, did you have to sing? Did you have to give a brief bio of who you are? Like, what was the audition like? Like, what type of package did you have to prepare to even get considered?
Okay. So ever since COVID, auditions for shows like that have always been like online initially. So they sent me a link to a Zoom meeting, and I joined in, and they were like, "Hey, what do you have prepared for us?" And I had like some songs that I used to sing before, so I was like, "Oh, I'll just do this." Like I literally was just winging it. So I went and I sang, and the producer was like, he looked at me, he looks at his arm, he goes, "You gave me goosebumps," and I was like,
Girl,
"What is that?"
you made me cry.
And then he was just like, what did he say to me? He was like, "I'm so happy to hear somebody with like a unique voice." He was like, "I'm going to send you through to the next one." So then there was another audition that I had to sing. This person told me, "I love your voice. We're gonna get back to you in a couple weeks." So I expected to get heard. I hear, you hear that? You see, you made the same face I did. I was like, all right. 2 days later, they call me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I sang for the executives, and the funny part was like they were like, "Oh my gosh, yes, we're gonna like immediately like, we're gonna send you to the judges." I was like, oh, "That's crazy," and then they look at me for a little bit, and they were like, "Have you ever auditioned for us before?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I give them my like dead name, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's you!" They call up the old casting producer that used to reach out to me. Like it was crazy. I'm like getting phone calls. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you got through." It's crazy to me. It was wild. The actual audition's a little different than what people think, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Different in what type of a different way? Because you said that what people think.
Hmm.
So could you kind of give us a little of what would that actually mean? Different as in more strenuous, different as in a different type of work, different as in what?
It. I feel like more strenuous is probably the best way to describe it
Describe
because
it.
people see
Really?
online it's one day you sit there you sing and then you go home. It was not like that. I was there for an entire week. It was literally 5 a.m. we had to wake up until 10 p.m. every day, nonstop, like filming b-rolls, all this stuff, crazy stuff before you even see the judges. Crazy stuff before you even see the judges, before you like, you don't ever like get the chance to see them until you're in that room. And like you get like a rehearsal or so. That I can't talk about too much because I ain't trying to get in no
Baby,
issues.
baby, honey, it's contracts that we have to write. Okay, right. We
Yeah,
totally understand. Okay, so I have another question. So on this journey, who did you have along with you? Did you tackle this journey along, or who did you have with this journey?
that man that was on the episode is my boyfriend. He is quite literally one of my biggest supporters. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Besides that, I mean, I had people rooting for me like over the phone, but it's a lot. They don't pay for travel and stuff when you go out and do that stuff. So like going out to Nashville for the audition, like that's all out of pocket. So it was,
Are you serious?
yeah, it's difficult.
Well, mm,
Yeah.
wow. So basically, you have to invest in your career, and it's like it can either go either way, but it's still something you want and you are willing to invest in
Yeah.
and risk it all, basically.
Yeah. Literally.
And that takes courage, that takes bravery, that takes faith, that takes belief in yourself to say, hey, I'm going to just do what I do and put my best foot forward. And so you did get accepted to move on to Hollywood, correct?
Yeah.
Girl, when I tell you, baby, the total is in support of you, honey. So if it ever came down to a voting type of thing, baby, we are there for you. We are here for it. If you have anything you're trying to get any type of donations or trying to come up with any type of funding, let me know. We can kind of see if we can put something together because we are here for it. I love everything you're doing, your story, your voice. So were you the only trans woman competing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And as
And
far as I'm aware of, from what I was told,
gotcha.
I am the like first and only openly trans person that's been on the show. Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah. There are people who have, I guess, come out as trans afterwards, but like from what I was told, I'm the first and only openly trans person that was on the show. And I've been getting asked that in interviews and stuff a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can appreciate someone who walk in the door comfortable in their skin. What's up, y'all? This is Amari from American Idol. I shared her video on my page. Baby, that thing touched me. I had to share it. That thing touched me, and it apparently touched hundreds of other people. And so I just wanted them to meet you because they kept saying, can someone share her ad? What is her ad? What is her social media? What is her social media? And I seen that once or twice, and I was like, you know what? I feel that it's my duty to get in touch with her. These people are trying to get in touch with her to help these people get in touch with her so y'all can get in touch with her. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm sure if she joined my live, her name is Amari. Go and follow her. Go and support her. We're going to pour into her. We're going to celebrate her. We're going to champion her. And we're going to cheer for her. And baby, she's a champion, okay? Because first and foremost, and yes, she has been accepted into Hollywood. Now I have a question,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So when when competing for competitions like this is definitely support. There's different levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel that per each level you have to channel a different level within yourself? Or do you
Um, I,
feel that it's just one level, you just ride that level out?
I feel like if you want to be successful, you're going to have to constantly look for that higher version of yourself. But that's in all aspects of life. Like you
Yeah.
have to constantly grow and be bigger and bigger and bigger. Like you can never be complacent or happy with where you are in that way. You should be happy with yourself, but there's no complacency in success. So you have to constantly keep moving.
I
And that's just
totally agree. I concur. Were you able to witness any of the other competitors audition? Or like are y'all segregated? Are y'all like, okay, because I've done pageantry and in pageantry when it came to question and answer, they used to remove the other contestants out of the room. So we never really saw what our competitors brought to the table. So I don't know with Idol, are you able to sit and kind of catch an ear of what your other competitors are bringing? Do they separate y'all? Do they do y'all one per day? How is that? How is that orchestrated? Give it to us.
so. All right.
This is
So,
this is Idol, girl. Baby, you is Miss Idol, honey. You just not Idol, baby. You is the queen
right.
of Idol, honey. The
So,
queen total of Idol. So give us that whole Migeshi, child. We
all
need
right.
the
So,
Migeshi, honey.
I have not, like, all right. So, you guys watching the show, even myself, I have not seen anything at all. Everything is new to me. So, everything on TV, every person, like how they sound, they're singing, I was not aware of. Now, there's some stuff that will happen that's a little different. But for the auditions itself, yeah, no. I had not heard any person. It's all new to me. I'm actually just hearing. I just shared one of the girls' um, auditions because I love her. She's like so talented and
Oh,
sweet.
now
Yeah.
that is so great. You're competitive. You're sharing like, hey, this what it is, girl. I'm a fan. You do your thing, and that's how I am. You know, I'm not. I'm a girl's girl, and I don't know. I have a question. Did you play sports growing up in like middle school, high school, or were you active in
um,
sports?
I played like a little basketball, but never like seriously. I was good at it though. But I never really did sports. I mean, I'm tall, so now I get that question all the time. I'm 6 foot, so like I'm constantly getting that question. Um, I like sports. I'd rather play them than watch them, but I wouldn't say I'm super sporty. Very artistic. Always have been.
Okay. My question to you is, and see, I didn't ask because of your height. I didn't realize how tall you were. I asked because I think that because for you to be such a great sport, to share a competitor's talent who's competing, that takes sportsmanship, you know. And I think I've always thought, you know, one of the reasons that maybe I am possibly a good sport because I played sports growing up, you know. So I grew up like, hey, you know, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, you know, and we can just do our thing in our own right, in our own way. And so that's why I asked because you're such a good sport, you know, and I can see the love that you can even share with someone who is competing against you, and I think that that is amazing because that's great sportsmanship. Um, and I have another question.
Okay.
Did you ever see anyone you was like, oh, I don't know, now this could possibly be my match, or you've never witnessed that, you've never encountered that type of, they're like, oh,
I think everybody looks at people and immediately like there's this comparison that we do. It's a human thing. For me, if I compare myself to everyone, I will never be happy.
hmm,
My goal specifically is just to be happy. I just want to enjoy my life. I think we all, and I know that trans women specifically, but people in general, we all at some point have to survive. We have to survive life. And I feel like a lot of people, myself included, get stuck in this survival mindset. And there's just been a place, and I think it's just this year on hormones where I was like, I don't want to survive anymore. I just want to live.
mm,
So for me, this is about living. Okay. This isn't about like comparing myself to this person or trying to be better than this
I
person.
haven't.
I'm just trying to live. That's it.
And do you, okay, I have a question. How far do you see yourself going? Like what is your ultimate dream of becoming? Or
Um,
is it a superstar? Is it a songstress? Is it a what? Like,
I, all right. So for me, I would love to, I would genuinely love to be able to just have people relate to my music on whatever scheme, like, or whatever scale that's supposed to be. Like, I used to want to sell out stadiums and stuff and whatnot. I think that'd be fun because I very much enjoy performing. I love it. But ultimately, I just want to create a platform where like people can relate and people want to be better. That's all. There's no huge crazy thing for me. I want to release music.
girl, keep us posted. You better
Listen,
keep
that's
us posted. Tag me. I have a question. Who inspires you? Did you have
um
anyone who inspired you as far as your favorite celebrity, your favorite songstress, your favorite singer? Who inspired you?
vocalists that I like to listen to. I like to listen to like Jasmine Sullivan,
Oh.
Yeba, like a lot of like powerhouse vocalists that obviously have some kind of jazz or blues background. Personally, as far as inspiring or being inspired by a person, honestly, I try to get inspired by day to day people, not celebs. I think that there is this concept of being a celebrity that creates this unrealistic expectation.
Mm.
And I can find more within myself watching somebody who's like me because that becomes more attainable to me. So as far
Oh,
as
come
idol,
on now.
as far as
It,
like an idol or like or a celeb that I am inspired by, no. I, I enjoy celebs. I like what they do. I appreciate that. for sure. I want to inspire myself.
Gotcha. What is your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. So your birthday just left?
Yeah,
It
February.
just passed February. So you're a February. And where are you originally from?
Hartford, Connecticut.
Really?
Yeah.
Connecticut got some talent. I know a couple other people from Connecticut. Come on, Connecticut. And so, and Idol is filmed where? In LA?
Um, the auditions are filmed in those like major states, and then the actual show itself would be filmed in LA. Yeah.
Okay, so where did you audition? What city did you audition? Hmm?
Mhm. Nashville.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you travel over to
Yeah.
Nashville.
I walked right out there and I was like, I'm gonna wear a dress, I'm gonna do whatever I want to. And it's crazy because from what I was told, Nashville is very anti-trans. That's what I was told.
But did you
Because
experience any anti-trans movements, any anti-trans energy?
as much as people like to say, I can tell, quote unquote, yada yada yada, and all that stuff to trans girls, us trans girls, you can't really tell. So I didn't have to worry about nothing. Listen, I was just right there living my best life.
And you know what? I can believe that because there was several people in my comments like, we wouldn't have known had she not said anything. We wouldn't have known had she not said anything. We wouldn't have known. But you know, it was very beautiful for you to walk up and just comfortably lay it on the table. Hey, is this, and that, and that. And it was Katy Perry. I can appreciate every one of the judges, but Katy Perry, it was just the way she teared up, the way she felt. Girl, the way you had me teared up. Girl, I said, this girl that just laid me, baby, crying funeral tears. Real tears. You know, so I had to do this for you. I really hope that you continue to be great, honey. You are a winner either way it goes, baby. You did what most couldn't even dream of doing because Idol was one of those things like how you said. Would they even call me back? Would they even view my
Yeah.
tape? Would they even so you know? Even that alone have inspired so many, you know, and what you are showing people that chase your dream.
Yeah.
Do you? Do not ever count yourself out. It doesn't hurt to try. It doesn't hurt to try. The only thing be to fail is a failure. Just do it. And I can appreciate that. And I have one last question.
Okay.
Let me see. Well, no, I'm gonna do any one of my. We're gonna take one or two questions from my totals. If you have a question for Amari, shoot it in the comments.
I
Yes,
don't like
yes,
either.
yes.
I'm very open. Very much so. Anything
Really?
you
Oh,
very much so.
what shall we go? And see, she's so realistic. But most Aquariuses are very down to earth, are very down to earth, are very realistic. So if you have any questions, this is Amari. I shared her video on my page from American Idol. So many of y'all was inquiring about her ads. So make sure you share my live so people, the totals, the fortress can know her ad. Make sure you go and follow her. We're going to be on American Idol season. When does so have they started the because my son, let me share how I came across your video. My son, I'm born in the month of December. I'm a Capricorn. And my son knows me. He's born in the month of December, but he's a Sag. But we are so very close. So he shared me your video. He texted me the YouTube link. And when I clicked on it, it was your whole segment and you're speaking. You did the good luck on American Idol. Thank you so much. You see that, Amari?
Oh, thank
And
you
so you
so
did the
much.
guitar and then you did your thing and then it transitioned to this emotional moment. And it was very much so give you like, hey, I'm trying to go in there and I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm not trying to focus on anything other than my talent. But when Katy Perry asked you to go into that realm, you had to go into that realm. And you dug into yourself and you pulled out the most genuinest, purest, I love you too. You delivered, you know. And you know, I'm sure you probably wanted to cry, but even that you still held back because guess what? Your talent sold itself, you know. And baby, your story is your story, you know. and it just, you could tell that it was very genuine. It was very genuine, and we're just here for it, and we support you. I was waiting on, I guess they just content with just knowing how to contact you. You may, they may ask you, you know, everybody is in public. They may want to come in your DM and ask you a question. I loved your audition. Yes, give us some love before we leave out of the fortress. Make sure you go and follow her. Make sure you show up and show out for her. We are going to be on the lookout just in case, you know, we can assist her in any type of way. Told us only. Have, mm-hmm. Yes, 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 yes. And so, are you done filming and we just have to just sit tight?
Yep.
Is that where we're at
That's
now?
where we're
Girl,
at right now.
no. Why are you going to take me through this? I want to be patient, but guess what? We're going to be patient. We're going to sit tight and we're going to tune in. What station does Idol come on, and what other time seriously made me more? Yeah, girl, I'm telling you. Told us y'all better keep it real. Y'all just hooting and hollering. And when she pull up, y'all want to pump fake. We not doing no pump faking. Don't be pump faking, honey. Y'all did all that carrying on. It's over 100 comments. Okay? It's over 100 comments. So we're not going to do that.
So American Idol, the episodes premiere Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ABC and Hulu. You have to have Hulu Live, or I think you watch it the next day.
Mm.
But yeah, some things that I have planned for this week. I'm supposed to be starting the recording for a podcast with one of my best friends, and then also, which we have this space like cleared out for. And then I wanted to release a cover, but it's expensive. I'm trying to find a studio out here. I want to release a full cover to "She Used to Be Mine" since so many people are like loving that song. Also, I'm really happy, by the way, that you caught that where you said you just went in and you just wanted to sing, and I did. And then yeah, they asked me, and I definitely had to pull something out, which is crazy because that wasn't rehearsed at all, like not even a little bit. It was actually in the wrong key. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the
Oh,
wrong key.
so right. So listen. So therefore, what actually she is showing you that you have to always be ready. You
That's
know,
literally how the show goes too. When I found out I was going to be on the news, they told me the day before I was in the hospital. They said, "Can you do it? Yes or no." You don't tell them no. I was like, okay. Literally, I was having a news interview inside the hospital.
are you serious?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. You move. Either you're gonna put it all on yourself and like really invest, as you said, or
And it makes sense because you may not have that opportunity. So it's like you have to seize that moment.
yep.
It ain't no, I'm gonna get back to you. It ain't no, no, you have to seize that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you seize that moment. Baby, you brought it to us, and you did amazing. You know, sometimes you have to shoot from the script. Everything is not scripted. Everything isn't going to come with a forewarning. Everything isn't going to come with a planning. Some things come sporadically, and you've shown when it comes sporadically, you're going to get in gear and make it do what it do. And that's what we saw, because I think it was a few people like, I wonder if they knew. I was like, no, I think that she genuinely came there with her audition song in mind, and they heard that, but they knew that it was something deeper, and they wanted to pull that out of her, and she delivered.
Yeah, it was wild. I wasn't expecting it actually, because in rehearsals when I did the first song, like the pianist, the vocal coach, and everybody was like, "No, this is great. We're not going to rehearse a second song for you." And I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah." And then I went in there and they were like, "Do you have a second song?" And I was like, That's why I asked. I was like, "Do you know She Used to Be Mine?" Because I knew they had done that show, that song maybe like a season ago. And I was like, maybe he still knows it. So I was like, "Do you know it?" And then I like literally they didn't show it, but I was like, "Can you like tune it down a bit?" Because I'm not singing where cis women sing. Like that's not happening for my voice. Just not. I know what my strengths are. So I had him like pull it down, and even then it was like just a smidge not where I wanted it, but I mean it worked out and I was
But
very
it,
surprised.
honey, it got you through.
Yeah.
It got you through, and it was amazing, and it was heartfelt. So so they edited that part out when y'all were going with the key music. I put it right.
Yeah, they don't
Okay,
show
okay, okay.
everything that happened in the audition. They actually cut out a lot of the fun parts of my first audition song, actually. And I don't know if they did that
Really?
because they wanted the second one to sound better, or for what reason. But like they cut that first song really weird. I've been actually talking to like my boyfriend about it because he was there, and I was like, they cut that really weird. Like it sounds off, and he was just like, yeah, you didn't sound like that.
Really?
Yeah. So it was wild. But also, I mean, there's a portion that feels like, for me, there's a portion where I kind of feel like, and this is just my own speculative thought, um, the producers had to have said something beforehand. Like I feel like, because I talked to them about my story, the producers, but when I went into the room, I was like, I don't want to be the story. I want to just sing. I want it to be about my music. That was the whole reason. It was for me. And then when they asked me, I was like, well, this is not, it's not I'm not hiding anything. So I'll just tell you. Why not? You want to know? Sure. That's fine. That's always been my policy. You ask me, I'll tell you. That's just how I am. So it was interesting. It was very fun. I think the audition specifically, I really, really, really have enjoyed so far.
Well, guess what? That's a beautiful thing. You're comfortable. You're happy with everything. Um, and we're here for it. We're here for it. Thank you for joining me, Amari. Thank you for joining the Fortress. Thank you for welcoming the Toters, honey. You were so easy to deal with, honey. Honey, baby. I hit Amari up. I'm like, girl, let's just. Amari's like, sure, let's do it. Let's get
Period.
it. You know what I'm saying? And that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Thank you for standing for the girl's girl, honey. Thank you for representing. And let me make sure. So, y'all, this is Amari. What is her favorite genre of music and who is she listening to currently? Good question,
That's good.
Anthony. Did you get that, Amari?
Yeah, I did. I heard you say it. I didn't see it. I'm not seeing all the comments, weirdly enough.
Gotcha.
Um, my favorite genre has to be something. It's weird. I like to do anything with like an R&B, jazz, or bluesy soul undertone. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of like Yebba though, and like Jasmine Sullivan's older album because I'm still waiting for her to release even more music. Um, And that one Money Long song that's all over the internet. Nobody knows me like you do. I stuck in my head.
Baby, so wait, I have a
Uh-huh.
question, Amari. So like, okay, so like, so were you born with that voice? Did you train yourself? When did you realize you could sing? This is my last question. Girl, we can do this all night. Because, I love talent. I want to own a talent agency because
Period.
we have to get these new, fresh, innovative faces out here. And baby, we ain't gonna do no gatekeep. We gonna slide, because I got it. So this is my last question. When did you realize you could sing? Because I'm trying to see, can I sing? Because I think I can do, but or can you be trained? Do you think you can be taught to sing, or do you have to be born a songstress?
So
Help me, because baby, I think I want to learn how to sing.
you should, period. I think that it's very possible to learn how to sing. Unless you have some kind of damage to your vocal cords, I think it's very possible to be able to sing. You just have to know, don't try to sound like someone else. You're going to sound like yourself. I think that a lot of people who are trying to learn to sing who get discouraged are people that are comparing themselves to other artists or vocalists.
Mm.
And they have completely different sounds. Like we are our own instrument. So you have to be happy with the instrument you were given. Now, for me, singing, I thought I never thought I was like the best singer in the world. Honestly, I always just enjoyed singing, and that's why I sang. So growing up, actually, I was told I was not good at first. You have your little bullies. They're like, "I hate your voice. It's terrible. This is all the time." Um, but I kept singing, and I just listened to artists. I think at the time I was growing up singing like Chris Brown and like Neo. Like that's what I was singing back in the day.
Shout out to Chris Brown and Neo.
I
You
sure was.
inspired my girl. Come on, Chris Brown and Neo. Ease up off of Chris Brown. Like, forgiveness is due to anybody. Fuck out of here. Anyway, girl. Right, Chris Brown and Neo inspired Amari. Okay.
I was singing that, and then I think Chris Brown technically, like, he's one of those vocals that technically is like very agile in his voice, sings really fast and has like little runs and stuff. And I would just copy them over and over and over for a long time. And then one day somebody was like, "Ooh, that was kind of
Oh,
good."
okay. You just in there blowing play. They said, "Oh, girl,
Yeah,
let me find what they said. Let me find out you got some little vocal cord, and that's all you know. And we have to appreciate people who can see great things in us, who can put us up on it. Because baby, we think it's mediocre, you know. And it's beautiful
yeah.
having people who can appreciate it, but we like who can help us realize something great about ourselves.
Yeah, for sure. Having a good circle, like having a circle of encouragement is always great. Surround your people with the people that are for you, not the people that you want. The people that are for you. And that's something that I had to learn for myself. Now that I'm surrounded by people that are for me, you know, they're like, girl, go do it. Do like I do it. I'm like, oh, period, I want to. And now it's really just all about what I want to do. I think other people are more so, my thing is, all right, the easiest way of saying it is I feel like you can't disappoint anyone. And I've said this for a very long time. You are never the disappointment. People are disappointed in the ideal that they've set for you. You have no reason or obligation to try and become someone's idealistic version of yourself. You're the only one that's going to live that life. So ultimately, you can't disappoint anybody. People just get disappointed in their own thoughts. And I leave it at that. So once you surround yourself with yes people, not yes people, you know what I mean? You want somebody that can tell you no. But once you surround yourself with people who are like, period, I love you for you, you start to realize loving yourself is okay.
Wow. Once you surround yourself with people who love you for you, you start realizing that being yourself and loving yourself and being who you are authentically is quite okay.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Baby, that's what speaking. What she speaking kilo? That's my son. Baby, he say speaking fast. 50 fat kilo. We're gonna link in with Amari, honey. And I'm Amari. If you're ever in the Georgia, Atlanta, or Florida area, make sure you contact me. I'm actually in the process of seeing if I can work out, you know, because I know that you say that you're trying to get something up to handle a studio. You're trying to accumulate something. So we're going to see. We're going to see. I've been speaking with someone, and me and you are going to talk on the back end, you know, because we need this. We need to get you where you need to, right. You have some sisters. You have some people who want you to make it, honey, and we're going to make it do what it do. Told us this is Amari. Let's thank her for joining us. It was very beautiful getting to know you on this level, for you, you know, formally introducing my Totus and the fortress into your ram, honey. Because a lot of people see idol, but they don't know what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know. They didn't know, baby. You had to spend your dime to chase your career. See, we didn't know that, baby. We probably thought a lot of people thought that after the auditions, after you know, baby, they'll flew you out, baby. I thought they flew you out. I didn't know you had to spend your dime, but guess what? Sure. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hit baby Amar? She had to invest in herself to believe in herself. Because if you don't, who is going to?
It's true. It is quite
Right.
true.
So Amari, continue to stay in contact with me. And do you have anything else, closing remarks to the fortress? Because I ain't gonna take up all her evening, baby. She about want to be snuggled bunny with
um,
with her boots.
I'm actually with my bestie right now. You want to say hi? Hold on.
Hi, bestie.
Hello.
Take care of our girl, and she gonna take care of you.
Oh, thank you so much. I love you. Okay. What was I gonna say? Next week I'm gonna be starting that podcast. I'll probably be live for part of it. So if you guys want to hang out next week, make sure you follow me on Sorry Amari. Make sure everybody's following the host, please. If you came from my stream, we follow around here. Become a total real quick, okay? Okay.
No, that's my motherfucking girl. We love you, Amari, and me and you are going to be in touch, okay?
I look forward to it.
Take
Thank
care
you
of
so much
yourself,
for having
and
me.
we are rooting. Told us to the motherfucking top. Take care.
Thank you, love.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk